Yo, what up? What up?
What up, man? What's going on?
What's going on, Lucho? Welcome in, everyone, to Sports Entertainment and Drinks. Um, Man, we got a lot of things to talk about this week, man. A lot of good football. Had some KD finally talks about his trade situation. This is really, really interesting.
Oh yeah,
Something I figured KD would do right now in the middle of a season. Just gotta have. He's starting to feel like he loves the spotlight, no matter how he gets it.
yeah, he
No
do.
matter how he can get it, he'll take the spotlight, man.
He definitely do.
So yeah, man. And for our viewers listening, we are now on Spotify. So these shows will now be on Spotify. We're trying to get them in a couple days after the show. But not doing the weekly thing and having our episodes on Spotify. So we'll talk about that more at the end. What up, Trill? Trill jumping
Good,
in.
What's
brothers.
going on, Trill? What's good?
What's
What's
going
good?
on, man?
We'll
What's
kick it
good?
off, man. You know what we're drinking on, fellas. I know probably water for you too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on
Last little
walk.
check, you know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Oh,
That
okay.
boy
That's why I
named
was late a
Jack.
little bit. That's why I was late,
Man,
you know what I'm
that boy
saying?
finna
Okay,
be
that's
sleep.
worth it then. That's worth it. You
That
getting
boy
the
Yeah,
finna be sleep.
I got
might be on the cool.
Terramana, man. I wouldn't y'all listen to the
Oh,
rock.
that's
Listen
good. Yeah,
his little rap song. I feel inspired, man. Like
man.
worst
How,
rap verse ever, but
how you like it?
it's straight. It's straight.
Yeah, it's
You
better
know,
than
it's
Casa.
nah Casa. I mean, with Casa costs a little more, but definitely. But we'll get right back to what we was talking about, man. The NBA news and really the biggest thing is KD coming out speaking about his you just got to say something, man. And I found it weird, like why now? You guys are struggling. You got beat by the Kings by almost 40. They put up almost they put I think they put up 160, 159, 160 points on them.
It was a lot of points.
It was a lot of points. And so now this interview drops. Like why? Why?
Right,
But
right.
he said some things I thought was eye opening. I don't know if you guys read the interview. Basically throwing Steve Nash under the bus a lot.
Hmm.
Saying how much he didn't really vibe with the practices. He didn't like the shootouts. He
Yeah,
wants somebody to hold him accountable. But you do and you don't. So when things didn't go your way, you request the trade. Like
right, 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 right.
instead of talking to Steve about it, he's basically talking to Jacques Vaughn about
Yeah,
what he wanted, kind of overlooking him. So what do you guys think about that?
man. I'm not feeling that, man. As a, what I'm saying. I'm not feeling that, man. For one thing, he picked Steve Nash. That's number one. And then I feel like the type of superstar KD is, man, you got to create your practice atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You got to create it. Now, LeBron's my dude, but you see the Lakers practice. It looked like he running the show, man. You gotta be that dude. And KD, he's definitely a passive guy. Um, but he never wants to be the leader.
Yeah.
He never wants to be the leader. So it's just a bunch of bull jive, man. Just get out there and play basketball.
Well,
I ain't saying shut up and hoop, but
Basically. Basically. But no, it's crazy though, man. Like I said, man, I'm tired of talking about KD at this point. He's always in the news. For him to throw his teammates under the bus like he did, basically saying like, just because I'm in the starting lineup, y'all expect for us to win. Yeah,
yeah,
like you're that type of caliber player.
yeah,
Like, I'm saying with LeBron in his situation when he was in Cleveland, he had that horrible lineup he had. He never said nothing like that.
right,
And the
right.
team that Kobe won the championship with, he didn't have a lot of all stars on his team either.
No,
He didn't make no
mm-mm.
comments like that either. So yeah, it's crazy that he would even throw his teammates under the bus like that. Like I'm
Right,
surprised he did that. So it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I would have said I've been surprised maybe a year or two ago, but over the last 2 years with him, it's not surprising, man. Like he's becoming he's still top five player right now,
right,
but he's starting to feel like he has to have a spotlight, whether it's good or bad. Before he'd do the little behind the scenes Twitter stuff, with the
right,
fake pages, but now he just flat out just doing what he wants to do to get the attention. He say he don't want the attention, but then you come out with this. Why y'all are struggling? You get the
Right.
worst loss in NBA history, and then this drops. I don't know how
right,
long he did the interview. It can't be that long ago because he was talking about Jock Vaughn being the coach and all that. So it can't be that long ago. But I mean, why? Why are you doing
Yeah,
it? Like y'all? It's still early in the season.
very early.
If I'm his team, I'm looking like nigga. Like, what?
Right,
What? Why?
right,
Exactly.
right,
I
right.
think this
Yeah,
is just a way for him to try to get out of Brooklyn. I mean, he was already trying to get out,
yeah,
and
But he changed his mind though. He changed his mind and
he
stayed.
he, he
yeah,
could have changed it again.
yeah, yeah. And then, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
why would
That's
you
true.
say that? Like, why you own the team? You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
think he's trying to get his way. I think he's trying to find his way out. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm with Trill on that, man. You know, he had his mind made up that he really wanted to leave, man. They kind of forced his hand to go back, but in the back of his head, he probably still want to leave. And then the fact that they're not winning, that's not going to help the situation at all. And they don't have a problem scoring. Their problem is defense.
Defense,
right?
Their problem is defense, man. So, yeah, KD, he got to get it together, man. He got to get it together. I ain't heard LeBron say nothing about his. Well, I'll take that back. He ain't say nothing that bad, but you know,
I mean, yeah. I mean, in LeBron's situation is, I hate to compare the two. Everybody think LeBron gets the easy way out,
right,
but he's still hooping. I mean, KD's still hooping. I mean, LeBron knows who his team is,
right,
but the Nets are far better team than
yeah,
the Lakers are,
yeah,
and they're still struggling. Granted,
right.
it's still early things to turn around, but if you just
Oh
say that
yeah,
about teammates and start lineup, that's trash, man.
yeah,
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 it's
That's
real
trash.
trash.
yeah,
So,
for
I
real.
mean, you one of the faces of the league. You talking about your teammates like that? It's just,
Yeah,
but it's KD, man. So,
yeah.
I mean, any other news from the NBA you guys want to mention or talk about before we move on to the?
Yeah, we got Luca's on fire. But yeah, that's all I didn't pick up
Already
from the
issue my apology on that.
NBA.
Going
Luca
back
trying
on
to
the
get that
Nets,
MVP. Go ahead.
going back on the Nets, they're talking about the organization is frustrated with Ben Simmons once again.
I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's crazy. I think at some point they just need to wash their hands with that. I
Right.
think they just need to go ahead and trade them and send them on somewhere. But and how about that
Yeah.
boy John Morant, man? We got to talk about
Man.
John too, man.
Oh
That boy
my
is
God.
balling, dog.
Yeah, he is. He
Balling. He
is.
All
put
the
his
young
team
cats are balling though. The boy from Orlando having a nice little stretch. The rookie.
DeJounte Murray?
No,
Oh.
the
the
rook.
rookie out of Orlando,
Oh, Pablo.
Pablo.
Yeah,
Oh, Paulo.
Nice little
Okay.
stretch in the
Yeah,
rookie. Them
yeah,
young
yeah.
boys out here balling, man.
Yeah, they are.
definitely.
It's
Yeah.
still real early, and we're gonna dive more in the NBA as the weeks come as we start seeing what teams are what. But yeah, man, them Utah still battling for the first
Utah,
place.
man.
Surprising
I didn't
everybody.
see that. I didn't see that with Utah, man. It was funny because Utah, man, I was talking to one of my partners online and he was like, man, watch out for Utah. And I was like, I looked at the roster, I was like, watch out for who? I was
For
like,
what?
who? I was
What,
like,
what,
who is
what
on
are we
there?
looking for?
Hey, but Laurie marketing, man, he's definitely showing out.
Yeah,
He's the key
yeah.
right now in that offense. He's definitely showing out.
He was a guy who got drafted years ago, and not that long ago, but a couple years
Yeah.
ago, who thought he was supposed to be the guy that he is now.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
a
They
little
kind of
time, but
they
he
kind of
found
compared him to Dirk a little bit when he came
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But now you're
Mhm.
starting to see him with with the team he got, and they're playing well, man.
Right.
Really,
Right.
really well.
Shout out Jordan Clarkson too. He doing his thing out there too.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
another
yeah.
piece for him.
Oh yeah.
All right, I guess we can dive right into the NFL, man. Before we
Let's
kick
talk.
off to the subjects, we got any news on them? Anything particular outside what we got? Projected team
Uh,
that I may have missed.
I know we still on that Odell Beckham watch. I think after the loss Dallas took, I don't think he want to come this way no more.
Man,
So Odell Beckham
I
is
give
still a
y'all
free agent, man.
I give y'all space for that because that's I think I forgot when I was talking to you, Nucho,
Yeah.
live during that game, and you kept saying they're gonna lose it. We'll talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, Odell. And the good thing about Odell is he can take his time. He can,
Right.
like you said,
Right.
I think Dallas would be a great fit for him. But Lucho said something during that game how Dak eyes one player, and that kind of it's kind of hindering him a little bit. So I don't know how Odell looks at that, like, oh, we're gonna stare one receiver down, like. But there's teams who can use him. But anything outside of that before we get into our actual topic?
I know. No, I know a couple of guys went on IR. Cooper Cup, he looked like he went on IR. Looked like the Eagles also lost Dallas Goddard for a while. I mean, that's fine with me. And that, yeah, that's okay with me. That Monday night game was a trip, man. That Monday night game was definitely a trip.
Hey, them
Or was
Washington
that Sunday
boys.
night? Was it Monday night that Washington and Philly played?
I think that was Monday night.
Yeah,
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 Monday night.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Monday night. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Washington came to play, man. Washington came to
They
play.
did. They
Uh,
found a chink in the armor, man.
yeah. They ran the damn ball. That's how
Yeah,
they
yes,
won
that's
the game.
it.
They ran
yes,
the ball and
That's
played
it.
yes.
defense.
That's it.
That rookie, what was his name? Robinson.
Yeah,
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 Robinson.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice. And I don't think they need to go back to
no,
Carson Wentz, man. Let Heineke
I
get out there,
wouldn't.
man. They shouldn't have made that
yeah.
switch to begin with.
It,
Exactly.
it's funny watching the league right now because a lot of people are going back to running this ball, man. At first, everybody's throw happy, but you look at Carolina, they got a two running back punch that's killing right now.
Yeah.
Even Washington, even Dallas, we good when we run. So a lot of people are reverting back to that running the ball. I like it. I like it.
Can you see running backs going back to the glory days when they're getting the big paychecks, or do you see it still be a running back by committee unless you have that guy?
I think it's still going to be running back by committee, unless unless you had that Henry or that Jonathan Taylor, or
Right.
that 2016 Zeke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's still going to be by committee going forward.
It's always going to be a passing league, regardless. Always going to be passing league.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So
but before we go to the next topic, I want to
ahead.
just talk about that catch, man, that Jefferson catch.
Oh wow!
Man, was that the nastiest catch you ever seen, bro?
It was, now the only thing that separated from the Odell Beckham one is that it wasn't a touchdown. But besides that, man, he grabbed, bro. How big are these dudes' hands, man?
I thought it was an interception. I thought it was
Me
interception.
too.
Me too.
Nice
Me too.
thing. And then what up, Alicia?
I'm like, man, I need to see the size football of these kids. I mean, what are they playing with? Because I got an NFL football. That mug is big, bro. I need
gloves,
to see,
man. Gloves,
man,
extra sticky.
man, that was amazing. Hey, not only that, but man, Jefferson, AJ Brown. Oh, there we go, right there. I was just gonna say it's a lot of good receivers. Tyreek Hill, man, but Jefferson, man. That game alone was a crazy game, man. That game alone was so crazy. Even with the fumble from Josh Allen, like it was funny when he fumbled
I thought it was over.
Yeah, when he fumbled it, man, he didn't give no effort because he knew he messed up. He's like, dang, I know I messed up. But man, just to have a receiver like that, man, I feel like I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was giving me Randy Moss vibes, bro. Because you just knew who the ball was going to.
Yeah,
you knew who it was going to.
Yeah. And it's because it's crazy because usually when you have games like that, the first place you want to go to is the quarterbacks.
Right.
They didn't, the quarterback, they both threw 2 picks with 1 touchdown. So it was mostly the skill guys took that game over.
Yeah.
Receivers from both teams. And I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear the fact they got the credit more than anything, because it wasn't for them. I mean, we saw the picks, we saw the incredible catch by Jefferson. Right. Probably going to be it surpasses that OBJ catch. So
for me, it does as well. Yep.
It's just the way. Like, I thought it was a pick. I said, "Damn."
See, now I still go with the OBJ catch because it was just he got the pass interference and the touchdown.
Well, okay, well I'll give you that. But I think the timing of this touchdown catch, the timing of when he caught it, the fact that we just knew it was going to be a pick based on how bad the ball was thrown.
Yeah, that's true.
Down with it with the one hand and
catch. Man, one hand. He held it one-handed all the way down and up. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Sure. Like I said, I'll put the Jefferson catch ahead of it just because of the timing of the catch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it was 4th down. I believe it was too. The Odell catch happened in the first quarter. I think the score it was 0-0 or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jefferson catch all day. But yeah. So far, this definitely was the game of the year. It's crazy because Kirk Cousins finally stepped up at a big stage.
Yeah, man. Shout out Kirk, man.
Yeah, to go against Josh Allen and come away with that dub, that was big for him and his confidence going forward.
Right.
Also, too, another thing I want to point out, too, like you said, we were talking about the skill receivers. It was almost like Diggs and Jefferson was just trying to one-up each other.
Right.
They both had crazy games. I think Diggs had like 12 catches. Jefferson had like 10 catches. But, yeah, them skill players were doing their thing as well. But, yeah, definitely the game of the year.
Oh, yeah, man. That was good. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, man, he's a regular season warrior. We know it. But, I mean, right now he's playing lights out, honestly. I mean, they only have 1 loss on their record. Yeah, man, you gotta give Kurt a big shout out, man. He's doing this thing right now.
Yeah,
man.
sure.
Keep putting them chains. I was afraid we were gonna see the chains this week. We saw it.
Another, hey, real quick too, we gotta shout out that boy, that old man Patrick Peterson, man.
Oh
Patrick
yeah,
Peterson did his thing, man. I was laughing because when he got that first pick, man, you could tell he's older now. You know what I'm saying? Like his younger days, he probably would have cribbed that mug, but you know, he ran out of juice when he got that first one.
He was talking mad smack too. Well, he was talking shit out there, bro. I loved it.
Kurt Thuggins. Kurt like rocking them chains, man. Somebody else had the chains on if they wanted to.
It was Patrick Peterson.
No,
Hawkinson. You put him on Hawkinson.
Well, you saw the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders tried to copy him with Heineke. They tried to put the chains on Heineke.
Yeah. I'm tired of it. Stop it. Let's just cut it here. You know what? I like that better than him doing the gritty dance. I'd take this all day.
Oh, they gritty, bro. That gritty is a classic, bro. That gritty's a classic, bro.
Oh my God, yeah, man.
Everybody's doing it now. It's crazy.
Definitely entertaining game, man. Both teams, walk away with their heads up. I mean, nobody wants that more victory, but man, for us as fans, we got exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, that was great. That was great football, man. Great football.
And then another kind of thing, Jeff
Saturday, man.
ESPN and winning football games.
Maybe the GM was on to something, man. Maybe he was on to something.
I mean, he took a lot of heat for it. For bringing them in off the streets, not really off the street, but off the ESPN commentary to head coaching and get the dub. I mean, he came in immediately and said, "No, I want Matt Ryan my quarterback."
Ryan.
And I see Matt Ryan run fucking 30-yard run.
40 yards.
40-yarder. So
I'm sorry, 39.
So I mean, and then JT looking like JT again. They look rejuvenated.
Saturday might be on to something, man. It might be on there. It was funny because they showed him on the practice field before, like, a week before the game. He just looked so lost. He did. He really did. But hey, shout out to Jeff.
He's running around high-fiving people like, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
You ready? You ready? Like, I guess, coach. I mean,
I think it goes to show how bad the Raiders are. Like, for them to lose that game like that, like, man, like, I mean, we already knew that was
going to ball too.
That's a bad loss.
I think it's time to hang it up on Derek Carr, man. Honestly, I think it's time, bro. I think it's time.
I mean, because like I said, Devontae Adams, man, he was balling, man. And he get up and he do what he do, and they lose. It's like, what else I got to do? I'm doing my part. I wonder how much now. I know we talked about this a couple of times before. How much you really think he missed Aaron Rodgers? Just
right.
I mean, he did his thing. He still got his yard, but just like, man, what else can we he's still losing.
Yeah. I think he definitely misses Rodgers, man. He definitely does. Man. He got to.
What up, Marv?
What's going on?
Marv?
Colts game, man. What do you think about Saturday's first win against the Raiders?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it just goes to show you it was a lot of naysayers and people like against it, but I mean, when you've been around the game that long, you've been with a legend quarterback and Peyton Manning, you probably know a little bit about the game, and offensive linemen have to be one of the smartest people in the field. So, they got to come up with, they got to know their blocking assignments. They got to know what they're trying to do, different things of that nature. So, I think he'll probably be all right, man. He's been in the league 15 years. That's a lot of experience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna be all right, man.
Yeah.
His change was he like he was struggling. He wasn't used to it. He own joints. He was
Kirk Cousins got some big chains, man. They got some big chains in Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Saints, man. I mean, I don't know what you got down there in New Orleans, man. You got to come let us.
Absolutely nothing. They have nothing. Nothing.
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
When Dalton is your starter, I mean, you can't expect good things.
This is the quietest I've heard Saints fans in a long. I ain't heard from
Yeah.
one Saints fan all year, and not all year, man. Hey, I like it though. I
I
like
mean,
it.
for the fact that Jameis is not really getting. Is he? I know he's not hurt. Is he that? Is he that much worse than Dalton that they only give him another shot? Like,
30,
they
30, 30
struggling.
for 30. Mr. 30 for 30, man.
I take
It
them 30 touchdowns though. Still,
yeah, yeah. The Saints just gotta find the next Drew Brees, man. They got to. They gonna go through that era like we did, man.
We got to get the Marcus on the show for real, for real.
man, for real.
So,
Hey, man, Irsay did look like he had some drugs in his system.
Man, because nobody
He
expected.
always does. He
Yeah,
always do. I want him and that Philly head coach tested, man. That Philly head coach
why
was
they
like,
don't start testing these owners?
man, that Philly head coach
They
was
know
like,
they
he
are.
be on
Man,
something.
them owners be lit. What you gonna test the owner for?
right.
Hey, man. They out here, man. You
Yeah.
can't be telling the players they can't do a little of this, little of that for their pay, but you out here loaded.
You talking billionaires, man.
Yeah, man.
What you
Yeah,
gonna do?
The hell they want to do, Marv? You know
Right.
that. You know that.
All right, for some more losers, man. Nah, I ain't gonna say that on my team, man. Lions, man, 2-game winning streak. The boy right there pointing. He said, he's pointing at me, laughing at me.
Campbell's on to something, man. Campbell's on to something, man.
2-game winning streak. They beat the Packers and they turn around and beat the Bears. Now, they beat the Bears. Give them credit. A win is a win. But Jesus Christ, will they give my boy Justin Fields some help? I've never seen a quarterback looking like I don't know who to throw it to. I don't I can't throw it. He broke 3 sacks in that last play.
And they tried to, man. They tried. They got Claypool and
Where was Claypool?
Where is he at?
Where was Claypool at, man?
I don't know where
He's still trying to get open.
Yeah, man. It's tough, man. But on the bright side, the Chicago Bears have the highest salary cap over $100 million to play with in this offseason. So hopefully people want to go down there and play with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to my boy Campbell, man, with another dub under his belt. But y'all need to start losing, man. If y'all want that top pick, y'all need to start losing, man.
Yeah, I know, right? But what's the benefit of winning 5 games when we can potentially get a top pick? I'm like,
right.
People don't, players say they don't believe in tanking, but as a fan, like, what's the benefit of winning 5 or 6 games and being in the middle of the first round draft?
Right.
Some people thinking, yeah, go ahead. Some people are thinking that the Lions last 5 or 6 games are soft. You know what I'm saying? And if they could get to 5 or 6 wins, that's
the disappointment on Ben's face.
Just give me what the street is saying. I don't believe it, but because it's the Lions, they're gonna figure out a way.
Playoffs, bro.
Where are those people at?
It reminds me of when the Lions needed 1 win and had 4 games to go to make it to the playoffs, and they couldn't get a dub with Stafford. Like it's just those type of people, man.
I mean, but we did see some glimpses. We saw Akuda with a pick 6, which was always great to see.
Hey, Akuda's been playing good this year, bro. I think he solidified getting a contract extension. He been playing.
I think he should. I really think he should.
We talked about it, Viz, that with him having that year off, that really helped him. I think being able to see the game from the sideline, I think helped him in his growth. So
yeah, I do remember talking about that, and it's big for him. I mean, for him to do what he's doing right now, I think he deserves to be get an extension. Yeah. Will he do it? I don't know. I mean, because
if they gonna pay it, if they gonna give him an extension, they don't need to overpay though. Let's not get ridiculous. Like he
shouldn't get overpaid. I don't think he should get top cornerback money, but I think he deserves to get enough to feel. He's like, okay, I'll stay for another few years and craft and get a big contract because he's still young. So he's gonna get 2 or 3. Maybe if everything falls in place, he should get 2 more extensions at least. I wouldn't even sign a long-term extension. I do like a little 2-year extension.
2 years good for him. to see if he really got it or if this is just a one-off lucky year.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out Detroit,
defense.
man.
I mean, because we rely so much on our last 2 games. We relied so much on our corners and safeties because we couldn't get no pressure on the quarterback. But now you see when we do get pressure, granted it was the Bears, but Justin Fields is a good athlete. We did get pressure on him. Like it was that last play. I mean, Jesus Christ, if he had somebody to throw it to, we would have lost that game.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get it out. He got sacked 3 times, but still, somebody please tackle him, wrap his legs up. They all tackle high. Like, what are we doing?
Man, there's only so much you could do with these quarterbacks. You got a small window where you could touch them.
That's true too. But I mean, we got the dub. It's a bittersweet victory. I'd rather stay on pace to get that top 3 pick. But
yeah,
the fans like it. So Marv and that man pointing at me, he's happy. So
Campbell trying to come back next year, man.
He'll be back. They love him. He'll be back. He's there for another 2 years at least. All right. So I was watching ESPN. Was it Monday? Monday. Yeah, Monday. They was really, really debating this to a top 5 quarterback right now.
Yeah.
I want to get you guys' input on it. I'm gonna listen to y'all before I go. I'm gonna see what you guys think about.
If we talking like right now, just based off of this season alone,
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I would have to put him top 5. Just because I think he has like 18 touchdown passes to like 3 picks, I believe.
Yep.
He has over 2,000 yards passing, and he missed 3 games, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely put him at top 5. I mean, he's getting the ball to his playmakers. Hill's having a crazy season. Waddle's having a good season as well. So he's definitely getting the ball to his playmakers. They're winning. We have to respect Miami as being potentially a contender, in the AFC. That offense is crazy right now, and that's due to Tua. So I would definitely put him at top 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not only would I put Tua at top 5, he needs to be in the discussion at MVP race also.
Right.
Just the number that Tua is putting up. I mean, it's hard to argue with it, man. Only 3 interceptions on the whole season.
Right.
And I think he only missed. I think it was only 2 games. Maybe.
2 games.
Yeah, I think it was only 2 games. But yeah, Tua, man, he's playing lights out. With the way that Josh Allen's kind of been straggling these last couple of weeks, yeah, Tua is definitely top 3 quarterback in the league right now.
And it's crazy how we talking about Tua being a top 5 quarterback to a couple weeks ago. We talking about he should retire.
Right.
So that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Miami the year before that was last year. I think I talked about it last week. Was considering taking a quarterback in that top pick they got. Last year.
Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. I'm not saying I disagree with y'all, but I guess I do disagree with y'all. What's y'all criteria for this top 5 quarterback stuff we talk?
Okay, so my number 1 thing is touchdown to interception ratio. That's the number 1 thing I'm looking at. I mean, 18 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions, and let's not forget against the Baltimore Ravens, he threw a total of 6.
Right.
6. So I mean, I'm just going with the play on the field. He has the weapons, and he's doing a great job with them. I wouldn't expect nothing less with those type of weapons. That's the type of numbers you should have when you got those type of weapons around you. So it's just the stats and the winning.
And let's not forget the 118 quarterback rating that he has right now too. So, yeah,
accurate. He's accurate. So what all that we heard Tyreek Hill talking about all off season, he's the most accurate quarterback. I mean, he really is looking like that. It's really looking like that. Yeah, Marv, you gotta check out them Dolphins, man. He's a real deal.
Marv, you gotta also understand too.
I mean, I feel y'all. He's doing good, but I think that it's more of the weapons that he has out there than it is just.
That's true.
Somebody got to get into the weapons.
This dynamite quarterback.
So you said,
you know what I'm saying? I would probably give him top 10, and that's scratching the back end of that. But I'm not giving him top 5.
So let me ask you,
if you go implant Aaron Rodgers and the Miami Dolphins or Tom Brady or any of these other quarterbacks that are suffering right now because they don't have weapons or they don't have a good line or whatever it is, you go put them in Miami. What do you have?
Yeah.
I see if you go put Aaron Rodgers in Miami, he's gonna have about 30 touchdowns right now.
Yeah,
30 right now.
Yeah.
So right now, Marv, right now, who's your top 5 quarterbacks right now?
That's why I asked what's the criteria. I mean, if we just
based on your criteria,
field,
what do you think?
if we just talking about on the field stats and stuff, okay, he
This year.
But if we talking about just period overall, I'm still taking Aaron Rodgers over Tua. I'm still taking Burrow over Tua. I'll still take Herbert over Tua. I'll still take I haven't even seen Deshaun Watson. I might take Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? You didn't see this man playing over a year and a half.
Hey, but I know what he's done. His body of work, and Tua's body of work is just only looking good.
We're talking about this year, though. We're not saying overall.
Yeah, that's why I said criteria matters. That's why that matters.
That's what we said from the get-go from this year. But hold on. I'm not gonna let it slide by that. Hold on. So you saying it's the weapons that doing it. So when Tom Brady won the championship that year, well, all those guys were healthy. He's 43 years old.
He had the weapons, and it was Tom Brady. He definitely, I'll give you that, Vince. He had weapons. He had everybody. He had Gronk. He had a healthy Gronk. He had Brown. He had weapons. Evans. He had weapons. You gotta have weapons. You can't get nothing done without weapons. Aaron Rodgers is showing us that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? To just say it's just him and he done, you know what I'm saying, turn this whole team around. Nah.
I'll tell you this, man.
He's definitely turning them around. I mean, you can't knock that.
You should be, getting it done.
Yeah.
But you see it. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this, that we all know that quarterback is probably the hardest position to play in the league. We've seen quarterbacks with weapons not do nothing. So what I like with Tua is that he's exceeding. I mean, he's not throwing picks. Boy only has 3 interceptions to 18, man. Like he's doing what he's supposed to do. I think if his stats was more like 18 to 11, then yeah, we talking something different. But 18 to 3, you can't really argue with that, man.
So we've seen this play out several times for Aaron Rodgers, where he'll have 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We've seen that. Brady.
Right.
You know, they consistently do that. They consistently protect the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's having an awesome year. I give him that.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about this year alone, though.
This year alone, I give it to him. I ain't gonna.
There we go.
He's doing his thing, but that's why I needed to know criteria. Because if y'all just saying he top 5,
nobody said
not dead or alive.
No, we definitely said this year. He said it twice. This season. No,
this season.
And it could be, but you can say hype train. You can say whatever. They're number 1 in the division.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen how they struggled when he wasn't on the field this year.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers. Bridgewater was through 4 picks, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The other quarterback, no touchdowns, 1 interception.
Right.
The man's balling now.
Their whole offense is based off timing. Tua's getting that ball out. 1-2 out. 1-2 out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think Teddy didn't have that timing with everybody. Like that's why I was looking about. Like he can't run that same system.
Right. Right.
Okay. Well,
shout out to Tua, man. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. He definitely is. I mean, like I said, it could be a one-hit wonder. It could be for all we know. But I'm saying for right now, the man's balling, he's protecting the ball.
And God bless him for coming back after 2 weeks after having thrown that West Side. Like, definitely. I thought that he should probably sit down for a while, but he out there balling.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
All right. So another thing I saw on his first take, and I really can't stand this dude, but I thought it was an interesting topic. Dan Orlovsky was blaming Josh Allen for their loss for Minnesota. I
Hell,
mean,
I think Josh Allen would blame himself for that loss.
Yeah,
Honestly, I mean,
yeah,
you have those two crucial interceptions in the red zone. That's not gonna help.
yeah, and
That
that
is not
fumble.
gonna
right,
help your team.
right. Josh Allen, man. I mean, these last couple of weeks, man, he's been in a slump. I mean, he don't look as, he don't look like he did earlier. Some teams do go through it, but I mean, he got to get it together, man. He definitely got to get it together because them turnovers are not helping, man, at all.
Is he think it's because of the injury? You think he actually
See,
set aside out a week to heal?
maybe. I mean, it's funny. We didn't hear about the injury until he started playing bad. So that's why I don't like that type. Because if you would have threw 3 touchdowns, we probably would never heard about it. But as soon
Right.
as somebody started playing bad, yeah, my PCL and all this. So I
You trying
mean,
to figure out what that was?
yeah, man. I just think he's in a little slump, man. They need to slow down on running him so much, also. But he got to get up out of there, man. He got to get up out this slump.
I mean, because what looked like a for sure division title is now,
Right,
and it's crucial now because they're 7-3. With Dolphins 7-3, they're six. The Jets are 6-3, Buffalo 6-3, and New England still hanging around 5-4.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
That was a crucial loss, and they lost last week to the Jaguars. Was it Jags they lost to last week?
They lost to the Jets.
The Jets. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So in these last 3 weeks alone, he's thrown 6 interceptions in these last 3 weeks. 6. He threw 2 against Green Bay, 2 against the Jets, and 2 against Minnesota. So he got to get out this slump, man. He definitely got to get out this slump, man. Definitely got to. Without those 6 interceptions, man, he would only have 4 in the year right now. So he got to shake it off, man. Get up out of there.
I think
Shake
a lot of
shake
those
it off.
interceptions come from him trying to just do too much too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
Oh
times
yeah.
he should just throw the ball away, but he's trying to be Josh Allen and make these amazing plays. And I think
Right.
it's hurting him and it's hurting his team at the end of the day.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he's definitely got to step it up. Everybody had them picked to win that division, possibly winning the Super Bowl this year. And he's been slowed down. He's been brought to reality right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that I think it's good for him because this means that they got to go into the playoffs fighting. It ain't just cruising in,
Right.
a couple weeks off at the end. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go into the playoffs full strength because they have to. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
in a position now where they're in a fight. It's not just theirs for the taking, and it can mean them being at home to playoffs or on the road.
Right.
So
Yeah, for sure.
they still got business to handle. But I think they'll be all right. And you hit it on the head though. They got to stop running them so much. Like that needs to
Yeah.
be like, okay, play is busted.
Right.
And
Right.
because without him out there, without a healthy or without him, period, they ain't doing nothing.
No. And they design a lot of runs for him, like a lot of straight quarterback sweep left, quarterback sweep right, like
Yeah,
just for him.
I'm not.
But yeah, go ahead.
I'm not a fan of these run plays for these quarterbacks. Yeah, it works when it works, but the
Right.
worst case scenario, you get an RG3 where you hit that corner, hit that knee, never be the same again. Now
Right.
your best asset on that on that quarterback is gone.
Right.
His best
Right.
weapon is his legs to evade some things. Now you
Right.
get sacked, you're running in, that's one thing. But these design runs where you're trying to stop it.
Yeah.
This is your future right here. And one
Right.
hit, and they can happen on the sack. But these design runs, I'm not a fan. Lamar Jackson, he too get hits too
Yeah.
much. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it.
Right. Right.
All right, so I intentionally left this for you guys the Cowboys fans to talk about. Green Bay gets the upset win, man. It's just that vaunted. I mean that glorified defense, man, took a bad hit. But you guys can talk about it more than us.
Right.
I'll let you guys have that space for that, man, because
I
that
mean,
was a unnecessary L.
me and Nucho talked about it. Going into this game, it felt like a trap game.
Yeah.
And then on top of that is Aaron Rodgers. For some reason, we just can't. We can't beat Aaron Rodgers at the end of the whether it's in the regular season, whether it's in the playoffs, it's Aaron Rodgers
Man.
always just finds a way against us. But
Yeah.
I've been giving this defense a whole lot of credit this year, but we gotta understand the Cowboys have been exposed. They can't stop the run. And Green Bay, they had a game plan and they executed that game plan. They said, "Hey, we're gonna run this ball, and hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna run this ball," and that's what they did.
Right.
And it's not looking good right now for the Cowboys. I'm gonna just be honest, just because stopping the ball or stopping the run is gonna be key.
Oh
And
yeah.
we got some crazy running backs coming up that we got to face here. We got Dalvin Cook, Henry, Taylor. So it's gonna be crazy. I just hope the Cowboys they figure this out, man. We got to be able to stop that run, because if we can't, hey,
right,
it's not looking good. Not looking good. But yeah, man, it was a tough loss, man. Like I said, we was up 28-14 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, man.
Dak made some poor decisions.
Yeah.
CD stepped up finally. There's been a lot of talk about CD.
CD had a great game.
Finally, but yeah, man, this was a tough L. Tough L.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough L, man. I just feel like we got exposed. Our defense got exposed. Even with us being up 28-14, I don't think we converted a third down in the fourth quarter, man. Like, we couldn't do, like, when I first watched the game, I tried to give Dak the blame, but when I really thought about it, I'm like, damn, we was up 28-14. Like, we couldn't stop nothing. Like,
wait. Time out on the play. Was it you that said that? They thought about that, or was that me saying that? Like, wait, man.
No, I mean, you said it too. You said it too. But after I thought about it, and
yeah,
I'm just like, man, we had 28-14 in the fourth quarter. Good teams finish those type of games.
Exactly.
Like, Super Bowl teams finish those type of games. So we just got exposed, man. Not only that, but our secondary. I mean, this receiver just run to the left. Aaron will find you.
That last touchdown, he just went left. Like no jam, no nothing. Just
man. Yeah, man. So also Dak, he called out his receivers on both of those interceptions. He said, "Hey, that wasn't my fault." He was like, CD didn't run this route and Dalton Schultz didn't run this route. He's like, "Hey, man, that wasn't on me. That was on them." And if you look back at the play, you can kind of see that. You can kind of see that, because that interception in the end zone, I was like, I don't even know who that was going to. But I knew it was two people around that area. But yeah, man, it was we got set up coming off a bye week. We got trapped. Man, and we got exposed. And I think the defense, everybody need to start back from square one and figure this out, man. Michael Parsons, I didn't like his body language out there. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it at all. Man. You got to be a leader. You got to be a leader. You got to be able to face adversity and come out strong. So
exactly.
This week against Minnesota is going to say a lot about our team. Are we going to ball, or are we going to go 6-4? It's going to say a lot about what we're going to do going forward, man, because it's a good team. Minnesota is coming hungry, and they're excited. They confident. They confident. They real confident.
Curtain Chains is on the way,
man.
And I hate to say this, but I think this is going to be a must win for Dallas, because if we drop to 6-4, it's going to be tough for us to try to get one of them last wild cards. We're definitely not winning the division at this point.
No.
I don't feel like, but yeah, this is definitely a must win for Dallas.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Green Bay, shout out to Aaron Rodgers, man. The defense wasn't ready, and our offense, we couldn't. I mean, we got exposed, man. We got exposed.
Now, I was real quick, Marv, before you go.
I think, real quick. I just think, unfortunately, this all started. This started for y'all when the Eagles kind of put a blueprint out there on how to isolate Parsons and slow him down a little bit. And it's to some degree the NFL could be a copycat league.
Right.
They're gonna just keep trying to run at him. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You can do all that wild pressure, but can you set this edge and stop this run?
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
hit it on the head. You know, that's what y'all got coming up for y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This should be a test to see if the DC can make some adjustments and
Right.
you know what I'm saying, y'all get some stops out there.
Yeah. I don't feel like adjustments was made on defense, man, at all. I felt like we was in man to man every damn play, and I don't know why, because we kept getting burnt. I'm like, why are we still in man to man? But yeah,
And I was watching the towards the end of the game. I kept asking Nucho, like, does Michael Parsons drop back in coverage that much before? I seen him when he was dropping back. I didn't know. I don't like you guys have better eyes than me. Every
right,
time I see
right,
him, he's getting a sack. He putting pressure on quarterback. By the times where he should be getting pressure, he's dropping back.
right,
Uh,
right.
do you think because he couldn't get? You think he was allowed to get pressure? So they said we need to help you somewhere else. Have you helped
Well,
somewhere else? Or
what happened is that, man, we got a lot of injuries on defense,
okay,
and with Anthony Barr being out, they said Parsons was going to play more of a linebacker role just because of the injuries we have. So we
Right.
definitely got to get healthy so he can start playing that pass rush position a lot more. But yeah, with Anthony Barr going down, yeah, they said he was going to play a lot more linebacker than pass rush.
okay.
Yeah,
And I hate to see that because I think his best value to the
pass
team is
rushing.
going after the quarterback.
Exactly.
Right, right.
Any kind of presence he had, even he not getting a sack, just the chase downs or the pressure alone. Aaron Rodgers is very elusive, but we seen when we played against us last week, he gets rattled. If you get
Yeah,
pressure on him, he'll throw the ball away. He gets frustrated. So any
yeah,
kind of way you can get him frustrated would be better for the team. I think no matter what, Parsons should be on that rush. Just looking from the outside.
right,
Um,
right.
so speaking of that, we're gonna move on to a new kind of concept we have. Do these teams have a chance? A lot of these teams are 5-4. Well, I picked 4 or 5 teams, 4 teams in that kind of a mix. Well, can they turn around? Do they have a chance based on the division they're in? So the first team I have is San Francisco. They're 5-4. They're half a game behind Seattle. Do you think they have a chance to possibly take Seattle and take the division or get in
Yeah,
the playoffs based on where they are right now? I like the way they look. I like the way that the offense is rolling. Did they win that game?
let me
Last?
see.
So that's on me. I should have been more prepared for that. But well, they are right. Yeah, there's still a half game out. Um, and San Fran. Yeah, they beat the Chargers. The
Yeah, they did. They did.
Chargers. They got the Cardinals coming up next. The Cardinals who are struggling themselves.
Oh yeah.
Do you think them guys? Do you think Gino can hold on to that top spot in the division? Take it all away because that division is kind of close with. Uh, I mean, it's Seattle 6-4, San Fran's 5-4, Arizona 4-6, and LA 3-6 with Cooper with Cup out for that's part of their season. So
I think I think San Fran definitely is gonna make the push to become that division leader. I'm not buying the Geno Smith hype. I know he's doing good and he's holding it down. I'm just not buying it long term, man. For 18 weeks, I'm just not buying it. But I'm confident in the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan that they will eventually be the division winners in that division. I think so.
Um, I struggle believing that the Seahawks are going to pull this out.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mar.
Just looking at their roster on paper, just like, man, how you going to pull this out? You know what I'm saying? But I think it's San Fran's, even though they're behind right now. I still feel San Fran will figure out a way to win that division.
I think we really need to look at the schedule. I'm over here looking at Seattle's schedule here. Seattle got an easier schedule coming up.
Mm,
San Fran has the Dolphins coming up pretty soon. So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be just kind of based off of that schedule, honestly. But looking at it, I think Seattle possibly will hang on. Just because again, too, I want Gino to win it. Just
I do
because
too.
I'm glad that he was able to turn around and kind of
He
turn his career.
revived his career.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna be tough. But I think Seattle will still win that division. I think San
Hmm.
Fran they'll make that push, but they got a tough schedule coming up.
Yeah.
I'm also big. I'm gonna go with San Fran coming back and taking control of this division because I like the way that, like you said, Shanahan is calling these plays. Getting now you got McCaffrey in the playbook fully. Debo's back. I saw some plays, like I saw some Madden plays out there, the way they, doing these crosses and switcheroos, and
Yeah.
it'd be enough to overtake Seattle. And I love Seattle's story. I love Geno's story. They already talking about he's the quarterback of their future, which I was happy to see. Um, get that young man paid, man. He's definitely earned it. I mean, he stuck
Yeah, he
around,
has earned it. He
been a
has earned it.
journeyman, stuck with it, man.
A lot of Geno Smith is giving a lot of confidence to these bridge quarterbacks out there.
Mhm.
The Sam Darnolds, the what's my boy Baker Mayfields, the Carson Wentz. They're hoping that maybe they could give on one of those teams next year. Just give me one more shot, y'all. Just give me one
Yeah,
more shot.
if we're really talking, not for some reason, but Bridgewater keeps a job. Teddy
Yeah,
Bridgewater he keeps a
yeah,
job for a reason. But all he needs is that one break, and it
right.
took the Seattle believe because we never thought that. I didn't think it would be a starter quarterback coming into the season.
Yeah, I thought Seattle was going to be fighting for a top 5 pick in the draft this year.
I
Honestly,
thought they were going to trade for Baker. Now, I
I
thought that was going to
remember
be.
I remember they traded for Drew Lock, and I was like, "Huh, Drew Lock's gonna be the starter?"
Yeah,
Like Geno never crossed my mind. Geno
never
never
crossed my
crossed my
mind.
mind. I was like,
I just
"Okay,
thought he
they're
was a
gonna go with
career
Drew Lock."
backup quarterback.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
all
Shout
right,
out Geno, man.
go up to the Bengals. The Bengals are 5-4, one game behind uh the Ravens. It looked tough for the Bengals early on, but they've been giving some dubs here and there. Now they're fighting for that top spot. You got to can they overtake the Ravens and take the division, or just fight for a wild card spot if they can get it?
Man, I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna say they're gonna be fighting for a wild card, man. I love the Bengals, and when they click, man. When they can get mixing going with that passing game, it's hard to stop it. But the Ravens are just getting better to me every week, man. They got Kenyon Drake running the ball; he looks good. They just
Yes.
added Roquan Smith to the linebacking core, and Lamar Jackson's looking better every week, also. So I think the Bengals have a solid season. I just don't think they're going to overthrow the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I feel the same way too.
Yeah.
That Roquan Smith edition was big for them in that
Oh yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think Lamar Jackson and the Ravens will hold on to that division. Since he's been kind of struggling with injuries and not being able to protect Joe, I believe Chase is getting ready to come back. I think he might be a week or two away. But that also hurts them, not having one of the top receivers in the league, in my opinion, for him to throw to. But I think they'll fight. I think they'll be fighting for the wild card, but they're not going to win that division. I'll go with Baltimore.
Yeah, I think contract Lamar, I don't think he having it. You know what I'm saying? Not on his watch. You know what I'm saying? So contract Lamar is not going for it. I think he's feeling like, he got too much to prove. There's no way he gonna let his team not come out on top for that
Right.
division. And because that just means extra dollars for him. Look, I just won another division title. And
Right.
I just see it still going that way. And really, Cincinnati did it to themselves. They came out slow,
Slow. Yeah.
and this is the reason why they
For
are
protection
in this
for the
position.
quarterback.
You know what I'm saying? They look like hot garbage at the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
and now that they've turned it around, they also suffer another blow by Chase, getting injured. So, I guess they'll be better for it. Other people are gonna have to step up, obviously, if they're gonna stay in the wild card race. So, but I think they should pull it off. I still see them as a 10, 11 game winners.
Um, looking for your money Mars picks, man. But I'm a, I, I'm gonna say the Ravens pull away easy. Bengals could fight for that wild card, but what I'm saying, with Chase being hurt, their biggest weapon, the biggest asset gone. The Ravens got an easy schedule. They played the toughest teams already. The Ravens got the Panthers, they got the Jaguars, they got the Broncos, they got the Steelers, they got the Browns, and the Falcons, and the Steelers again in that order. So
Mm.
pretty decent schedule for them to lock up the division. Um, you know, when I did this earlier, I assumed I forgot about Chase being hurt. That probably was was it makes a big difference for them. But yeah, the Ravens should hold on. I only picked this one because I picked the Chargers to win the division.
Right.
That hurt that they lost recently, but 2 games behind the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs gonna lose the division. You know,
You know what?
oh, go ahead.
I don't think the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs are gonna lose the division. But just a quick notion, like the Chiefs don't look like the almighty Chiefs anymore, right? Can we all agree?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They look
I
like
don't know.
I don't know. They
untouchable.
7-2 and
They
they
got
look
they
real
got a new
comfortable though.
playmaker out there that acted a fool last week. In Tooney. So
Yeah.
I don't know. They starting to look okay. Like they
Yeah.
starting to look the same to
That's
me.
my boy.
I just feel like they vulnerable. Like I don't when I watch the Chiefs, I don't get that feeling like that
Yeah. Yeah.
that
It's a it's
you
a,
know what I'm saying?
it's a new offense. Definitely. Definitely a new offense. Even with that Titans game, I still feel like if they would have had Tannehill starting, they probably would have lost that Titans game also.
For sure.
But Mahomes is still, Mahomes is still Mahomes, and he leads the league in touchdowns. And you know, what can you say? But the offense is gonna look different, though, man. It's not the big splash plays like it used to be. It's we're gonna take our time. Mahomes, you pick them apart, and let's just get them dubs like this. But the Chiefs, to me right now, there is no real clear favorite in the NFL right now. It seems like all these teams could be beat
Yeah.
any given Sunday. Any given
I would agree.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I will agree with you when you said they're not the Chiefs in that aspect because they can be beat. The offense look different because they don't have Tyreek Hill. Now they actually spreading the ball out. You don't
Right.
see Kelsey dominating games as you used to because you had to focus so much on Hill. Now he's spreading the ball
Right.
in so many places. And without a running game or a consistent running game, they're throwing the ball to the running backs more than they're getting the running yards.
Right.
Still think it's
Right.
the Chiefs to
What up,
lose.
Dolly?
Dolly. So anybody? No?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't. The
Me, I'm
Chargers
gonna
not
go.
catching up.
Yeah, they're not catching them. The
Yeah.
Chargers are beat up. Justin Herbert's been struggling all year, and like it's not the same Justin from last year. But I mean, we got to factor in the fact that he's been hurt too. I think he still is dealing with that rib injury, and you can tell that he's been struggling with it. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. But I gotta disagree. I feel like the Chiefs offense is they're gonna turn it around. I love what I saw from Tooney and them getting the ball to him.
Yeah.
He looks just to me he looks similar to Tyreek Hill in that offense.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking now that he's starting to get established and he's learning that playbook and things of that nature, I think we're gonna start seeing that Chiefs offense be more explosive
Oh yeah.
later in the season. So
Yeah. I have watched a lot of Chiefs games by default. One thing that the Chiefs just don't hit on is a run game. If they get a run game, they're going to be unstoppable. They're going to be unstoppable. That's the only thing they can't get right is the run game. But if they get a run game, ain't nobody going to be able to mess with them, man. It's going to be hard to beat them if they get a run game.
And I don't think they're really looking to run the ball like that. I think the run is for sure to keep the defenses honest. But that's because you're seeing the running backs catching a lot of passes out the backfield.
yeah.
So I think the running back is just to keep the defenses honest.
Right.
They used to say. But and it's funny because the Chiefs play the Chargers next, so that'll be probably a must-win game for the Chargers.
Yeah.
So last team was talking about Cowboys, 2 games outside of the first place in the division. With the division being so close, what do you guys think fighting for? Wild card? Do you think the division is too far out of reach?
You go, True.
Yeah, we already pretty much talked about it. I I think the Eagles will come away with this division. I think we're a little bit too that L that we took in Green Bay didn't help at all.
Mm-mm.
But I think Philly is going to definitely win this division. But I called it at the beginning of the year. If y'all remember, I said there was going to be 3 teams from the NFC East that would be in the playoffs
Right.
with
Yeah.
Right.
us, us, Philly, and the Giants. But I'm gonna go ahead and give the division to Eagles this year.
Yeah. I'm I I think this division is gonna be a little tight. And I could possibly see Philly maybe losing 2 more games. Now, Dallas would definitely have to win out, but I think Philly could. They got some injuries going on, man. AJ Brown, he got nicked up a little bit too, also.
Yeah,
And also, with that Washington game, what they did was run on them. They ran on them hard.
um,
The next couple of games, they're going to be playing some good running teams. They got the Titans coming up. Now, these teams are not good record-wise,
Yeah.
but running the ball, it'll be interesting to see. But I could see Philly maybe losing 2 games, but how many more games is Dallas going to lose? So,
yeah.
yeah, I still, at the end of the day, Philly's probably going to run away with it.
Well, I think barring some type of crazy injury for Philly, they probably got it sold up. And it would be interesting if the East, if they went crazy and put 3 teams in the playoffs. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, at some point, do y'all trust Danny Dimes like that?
I mean, I don't, but I
I don't.
mean, hey, they're sitting at what 7-2 right now.
Yeah,
In that 7-2,
Gotta respect that.
they are Danny Dimes implosion or a Saquon Barkley injury
That's the key.
away from being obsolete.
Yeah,
So I don't trust it. And then you still got the Commanders sitting around trying to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? They acting like the Lions or something.
Hey.
Like what are y'all doing? What are y'all winning these games for? So it's definitely I do see Cowboys and Philly making it, but I just I don't trust
Why?
I don't trust the Giants. And this Sunday, I'm a know further whether or not I trust them or not because
right.
they're a Detroit team that can get after Danny Dimes, and I feel like they match up well against the Giants. So we're gonna see.
Dolly crazy, man. If you guys go 1-1, the next 2 games would be great because the next 3 games after that, I want to say cakewalks, but they're definitely winnable games. So staying afloat. Like I said, Giants, I don't believe in them like that because I mean, like Marv was saying, they won Saquon twisted ankle for being out there. He's really carrying that team as far as just the attention he brings. So
Absolutely.
catch out the backfield, running the ball, because they're 2 different teams when he's on the field, not on the field.
Yeah.
right,
So
right.
the only team really, and like you guys said, the only team really worried about is Philly. And you seen that Washington went out and punched him in the mouth early, and it made Philly actually play. And Jalen Hurts, he had to actually, be a quarterback and get the ball down the field. Losing A.J. Brown didn't help, but
Yeah, and
you know,
that was Philly first time going into the half being down.
yeah,
So maybe some teams can capitalize on some things with Philly. But at the end of the day, that defense, man, the defense is solid. They can't stop the run though, but that secondary is definitely amazing.
yeah. I mean, Tyler, what's his name? Heineke.
Heineke, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was 17 for 29, 211 yards, no touchdowns, interception. They just really
Hey,
ran the ball
and
and
Scary Terry was going crazy.
yeah, he just
Oh
couldn't get in
yeah.
the end zone. But he proved. But the next after Scary Terry, the next best receiver only caught 2 catches. And it's Curtis Samuel, 2 catches for 28 yards.
Yeah,
So he was definitely getting the ball to his star. It worked out for him. They got the dub. But I believe you guys can catch Philly. I think Philly can go on a nice little, maybe a 2-game, 3-game winning streak. If you guys go 1-1 these next 2 games and win the next 3,
Right.
very winnable. I can see you guys catching up.
Yeah.
You guys play them again, or y'all do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
So yeah, that's
In
gonna
Dallas.
be so come to one of those big games right there. So
Mhm.
we had the time of the free Cooper Rush.
Oh my God, bro.
We had the time. We give our predictions, man. We're gonna run through these real quick. It's not really a lot of crucial games, but it's some games that some teams must win to keep their season going. Especially the Giants we just talked about. Detroit, we go to them. We're 3-6 going into 7-2 Giants. I don't think I think the streak stops here. We go to Jersey, and we can't stop the run. Um, we lose that game.
It's as strange as this NFL being, I'm riding with Detroit, baby.
Oh man,
Let's go.
I'm calling the upset. I'm going with
Yeah.
Detroit. I'm
Let's
going
go.
with Detroit.
I don't trust Danny Dimes. I've been a Danny Dimes hater. I'm going with Detroit.
Let's
I don't
go.
trust, I don't trust him either. But we seen what our offense do with less than quarterbacks.
Let's go, Detroit. What up, though?
All right, who run alone?
What up, though?
All right, we're going to the 6-3 Jets going to New England for the 5-4 Patriots. Both teams must win this game. Like, it's crazy. We're saying that now, but that division is so tight.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bill Belichick. I think
Yep.
he finds a way to win this game. I'm gonna go New England.
Yeah. I'm riding with Trill on that one, man. I'm going to England also. I believe they lost to him already this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belichick ain't going for that. He ain't going for that.
Yeah, they picked the Lions, man. Go ahead, Mark. Let's go.
Belichick, he been here, he done that. This is his division, you know what I'm saying? Although he don't got the ingredients to make a good meal. I feel like he about to upset the Jets. They just riding too high, and it just seems like the perfect little setup for Belichick to come in and do his thing, and
Exactly.
everybody like, see, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a classic Belichick game that I feel like he gonna steal it.
Right.
I remember I was laughed at early on when I picked the Patriots to win the division. Now they're in the thick of things. Not saying they're gonna win, but I
Right.
think
But they right there.
They,
I'll give it to
right
you.
there.
Yeah,
Right there.
they out there. They out there.
So I'm gonna roll with the Patriots. I picked them to win division. I think they'll take this game at home. Belichick seems to feast on these young quarterbacks, man. So
Is Mac Jones playing? Is he back or he's still injured?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, Mike Jones is back.
he's back.
Yeah.
we're going with
Hey,
them.
Belichick like one of them college coaches though. You throw a bad pick or something,
Oh yeah.
gonna be
Oh,
hit.
He'll bench you.
Yeah.
He'll bench you. He'll bench you.
Belichick ain't playing.
He'll
I
bench
love
you, bro.
that running back. That guy. What's his name? Number 39.
Stevenson, I think.
Yeah.
From isn't he from Minnesota?
No, Oklahoma. I mean, college. He went to Oklahoma. He got drafted from Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he run hard.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time in a long time they really
Hey,
had.
he a big boy.
Yeah.
He a big boy.
Another crucial game for both these teams. Well, mostly for the Packers. 6-3 Titans. They go to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers seen the final one. I don't know if it's a one game wonder.
Yeah.
One game wonder, but the running backs, the receivers, they stood up for themselves. Hey man, it went on us. We got that we played. He wasn't here. But Tannehill's coming back.
Okay.
All reports lead that way. He's been practicing, so they're different team. Even though I think my boy got a bad rep those last 2 games because they didn't really. I was talking to a diehard Titans fan at work, and he was saying that he didn't understand the offense. You got the guy who's an athlete, but they didn't give him a chance to, really blossom and give him a chance to do what he needs to do these 2 games. It was like give Derrick Henry the ball 30 times, and we got to pass what pass, but now he's not in no rhythm.
Right.
Rhythm. Now 3rd down and 10, he has to throw the ball. Like, well, I didn't throwing our game. So
yeah, I'm Oh, go ahead, my
I'm
fault.
sorry, I expect the Titans to come back and take this dub.
I'm with you also with Tannehill coming back and ride with the Titans.
I'm gonna go to Titans as well. I'm gonna go Titans.
Um, I'm going Packers.
Hmm.
Going Packers. They're at home, frozen tundra. It's that season, you know. And I think Rodgers just found the new weapon.
All right. The boys, Cowboys go to Minnesota. Probably one of the games of the weekend. Everybody's gonna be watching. As usual, Cowboys must watch games. Who knew? But no, it's gonna be a good game, man. Anticipated game. What you got?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with the boys.
yeah.
I think our defense is gonna play angry. I think we're gonna be able to get to Kirk Cousins a lot. So I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm gonna go Dallas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas also. I just hope that we got to learn how to adjust, man. We definitely got to learn how to adjust. And man, Mike McCarthy, bro, you did that,
He was
man.
home.
Why you didn't kick that field goal,
He
Mike
was home.
McCarthy? God damn, Mike McCarthy. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas, man.
We didn't even talk about that. We didn't even talk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like I liked a whole lot what I saw out of Dalvin Cook. I don't know, man. It's tough. Vikings at home.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hurt our feelings.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Justin Jefferson's been playing lights out too. I'm gonna go with the Vikings at home, man.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, D.
let me ask
Yeah,
you a question.
yeah.
So with Jefferson playing like he's playing, are you putting digs on him? Like is digs
Oh,
on
for
side of
sure.
him?
Oh, for sure. Cause
Okay.
Diggs locked up last week. It wasn't none of that stuff was Diggs' fault.
Yeah.
Diggs been locking up all year. So yeah, hey, Diggs, you want to make your money, son? Hey, make your money
Wherever
right
this
here.
man go, follow this man.
Yeah, make your money
Yeah.
right here. Yeah, yeah, man. Because we can't trust nobody else. I mean, we can't trust nobody else in our secondary. Nobody,
Please don't put
nobody.
nobody else on that. That man is hot right now, man.
Yeah, yeah. Jefferson is, and uh, Jefferson, man. I think Jefferson is gonna be Jefferson, man. We just gotta force Kirk Cousins to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Jefferson's gonna be
Yeah.
Jefferson, man, and we just got to force Cousins to make
What
mistakes.
time is this game being played?
Gotta
Good
be.
question.
I want to say it's a 3 p.m. game.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
Yep. 3:25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going Vikings, man. And now if y'all would have said 8 o'clock, I would have changed my mind. I would have changed my mind right there on the
It's in the
spot.
dome though. Does it matter because it's in the dome?
And
No, it's prime time games. You can't
And
trust
and
Cousins.
and Dallas
But by it
honestly,
being 3 o'clock,
own Kirk Cousins, man. I think he's maybe only beat us like 2 times. We've seen him a lot, but
yeah.
it's different though. He got his mojo, got his 8 chains on. It's gonna be different, but we'll see.
And I was gonna say too, everybody really honestly worried about Jefferson, but I'm worried about more of Cooks than anybody.
Yeah,
Said we don't
yeah,
stop that run, we're not winning this game. And we
well,
see
that's what
what
I was
Cooks can
saying.
do.
What I saw out of Cooks against Buffalo, I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
out there acting real bad with it.
Mhm.
Now, before I make my pick, is Barr, is he still hurt for this game? Or is he back?
I think Barr's gonna miss a few weeks, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That worries me. I don't like not putting your best pass rusher on pass situation.
yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna go out to Aaron Rodgers. What's gonna make a difference? Now, granted, Aaron Rodgers is way more mobile, way more
Right.
smart on the run than Kirk Cousins. But if you're gonna drop Parsons back, I don't like that. I mean, you can find a
Yeah,
do. I understand you're struggling at that spot, but man, his best asset is going after the quarterback. Put pressure on him. You've seen it a
right.
little bit. Cousins did through 2 picks, but because of the pressure too. So that's crucial. Um,
Yeah.
then he's getting the ball to Hawkinson. Hawkinson has 7 catches. Seven, 7 catches. It was 45 yards, but he's getting the ball to him. He's getting the ball to him. Thielen doing his thing. Uh, I'm gonna roll with Minnesota, man. I mean, you guys need this dub, but that's
Yeah,
tough. I don't. I just
yeah,
with the injuries on
yeah.
the defense is gonna catch up. It
It's
has
gonna
caught up.
be it's gonna be tough, man. We're gonna, in all honesty, Dallas is gonna need our back end is really young, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need one of these linebackers to step up and
Yeah.
let Parsons do what he got to do, man.
Speaking of linebackers, where the hell is Jabril Cox?
Man, hurt. He been inactive,
Hmm.
and that's his mo. Honestly, he's always hurt. I ain't seen him on the field all year. I ain't remember seeing 14 one time this year,
That's crazy.
and so
Another injury too. That Jordan Lewis injury is big too.
it's big, man.
Yeah.
Big,
I
man.
hate him anyway.
It's big.
I done heard Nucho dog his
I'm about to
speed
say, I
out like
did
that
too.
man run a 5-1.
I did too.
Like, come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Now it's big.
I didn't like the effort in that Philly game, man. We need him now, though.
Yeah, we
Now,
definitely
now,
need him
We
for
need him
sure.
now. We need him now, man. But
Nucho
I remember
be
that,
on
Mark.
Jordan's ass,
I
man.
remember
that Philly game, man, he was jogging. He didn't want no smoke with AJ Brown. He didn't want no smoke, but we need him. We need him now, baby. We need him. And we need him. For
But
real.
y'all best hope. I mean, not best hope, but one of y'all things you do is punch them in the mouth, man. Run
Yeah.
run the ball, get Tony P more and more touches. I mean,
Yeah.
your big back is of course Zeke, but Tony Pollard when he's the main ball carrier, you see our offense just looks a little different, as far as
Yeah.
options.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you guys need the dub. But I'm going with the Vikings, man. I think the offense would be a little bit too much for that defense being hurt.
Right.
7-2 Chiefs go to 5-4 Chargers. We just talked about this game not too long ago. Chargers need the dub. Chiefs are ahead by 2 games in that division. I'm rolling with the Chiefs to keep it rolling because, like we said, the Chargers are banged up too. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kansas City. Like I said, I'm expecting that offense to just get better from here on out. And then the Chargers, they just not the same to me. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess it's Justin Herbert and injuries that they've been dealing with, but I'm gonna go Kansas City. I think they win easy.
I think Kansas City need to come out here and cement themselves in that division and go ahead, take it over. With a win there, it's pretty much over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if I'm Andy Reid, I'm looking at this saying, hey, look, let's end this whole race right now
Right.
and handle our business. So I'm taking the Chiefs to win this one big.
Well, like I said earlier, man, this league is a dog league, man. We don't have no clear number one, and I don't think we're gonna get it this week. So I'm gonna pick the Chargers on the upset, man. I think they're gonna shake it up. The Chargers normally play the Chiefs pretty well, man.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's a dog league, man. So I'm gonna ride with the Chargers, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. All right. Last game to pick for 5-4 49ers go to 4-6 Cardinals. I only picked this game because it does have division leader
implications.
Fields, implications to it. They both supremely need this dub. I'm gonna roll with the 49ers. I love the way that the offense is looking, man. It's fun football watching Shanahan come up with these formations, these plays. You don't know who's getting the ball between Debo, Christian, Kittle. You don't know. I like that.
I'm gonna go with the 49ers also, man. I tell you this, I'm the biggest Kyler Murray fan. I like him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Watching him on the sideline, I'm not rocking with him, bro.
Yeah, you said that before.
I'm not rocking with Kyler Murray, man. He has a diva attitude about him, like he's never wrong. You can't tell him nothing because he don't never want to hear it. I saw Hopkins trying to talk to him. He trying to brush him off. He get into it with Cliff Kingsbury. I don't like that. I don't like that team, man. I don't like it's no good. It's not good chemistry in Arizona, man. And as long as Kyler Murray's there, I don't think it's ever going to be good chemistry, man. I like the kid. I always have, but
yeah,
I'm not rocking with him on the field, man. I'm gonna go with 49ers.
Warzone 2 just came out, right?
Tonight.
It
What's
did,
that dropped
man.
tonight?
It
Yeah,
did. It
Warzone just
did.
dropped tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go San Fran.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey man, it's basically over for film study. So
Oh yeah, you know he right. He on right now.
Yeah, he on right
Yeah,
now.
right now.
Right.
Him and his squad getting it in.
Yeah, man.
it's over with for film study.
Man.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. So that's it, man, with our predictions. So big news, like we said earlier, we are now on Spotify. You look up the name of our podcast on Spotify, look us up. We're there. We got one episode in. My plan is to have them on every Friday. Get people on YouTube at least watch it live or watch the YouTube shows before they switch over to Spotify. That's something I'm trying to do every Friday. So be looking out for that. And we're very excited about that. A lot of preparation went into getting that done. You can listen to us on the road, listen to us when you're at work. We're making moves, man. This podcast is trying to grow bigger and bigger every week. And of course, we are brought to you by Manscaped. Again, man, they're back with us again. Go to Manscaped, put our ANEP
EP.
and
20% off.
yeah, you get 20% off. Make sure you put that in. Make sure you get it. Make sure you put that code in. It helps us out, helps them out, helps us out, helps us get paid eventually.
Everybody
Maddie.
wins.
That's
You
the
know,
we trying to get paid.
balls
So,
win.
yeah, it's good.
Everybody wins.
All that, man. You got what you got? Valentine's. Well, not Valentine's in February. We got Christmas coming up.
Christmas coming up for
And
sure.
I know everybody got anniversaries at some point, birthdays. Help us out, man. Order that stuff, man. But that is a wrap for today. Appreciate you everybody for stopping in with the comments.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Man, we really appreciate. Again, like, share, subscribe, tune in. Appreciate
Tell your uncles and brothers,
everybody,
aunties, everybody.
And make sure they follow the Twitter page as well, Facebook page, and then we got Spotify coming up too. So
everywhere, man.
We appreciate the support for sure.
Appreciate you guys. We are out.
Peace.